Alright, so I have a little bit of I guess, somewhat of a dilemma because I found some +2 plate mail. Actually, I found two sets of +2 plate mail. So, in order to use it, I need 16 strength, and there is only one character that has that. So, I'm probably going to improve two characters. Probably this guy and my crossbow guy. This character, I think I'll just go 15 strength, and then the crossbow guy goes 16 strength, and he can use that plate mail, and that will basically max out everybody for armor. So there is no point to improve anyone else's stats as far as strength, dexterity, or whatever. Well, actually, for strength anyway, because I will have maxed out armor. Dexterity, my goal is to get it up to 20 for everybody, life up to 55 for everybody. Get the weapon and miscellaneous skills up to 201, and that we'll see where we are once we reach that point. But that's a long way down the road, so maybe by game day 150 I might be ready to attempt that final dungeon. But the first three, I won't do it until, the thief gets 16 dexterity. And the reason I want to do that is because of those golem creatures. 16 dexterity should guarantee me twice the movement rate of the golems. And of course, I'll get his mace skill up to 200 so that I have a much better chance to hit. So that will be interesting once we reach it. So he's improved his disarm, trap, and picklock skills. I'm actually going to go and get picklock up to 201. I decided, well, I might as well go for it, mainly because I want to save power points for my sorcerers. So that is the goal. Of course, once I get picklock up to 200 or 201 or what have you, then I don't need to improve it anymore. At least in this game anyway. And yeah, I found this item, this demon dagger. This is a life draining weapon. So the close combat isn't that great, but it's almost fully enchanted, so I decided to go ahead and improve his close combat skill all the way up to 201. So if we get ambushed and enemies attack us from behind, that dagger is going to be a really good weapon to use against them, because if it touches an enemy, it's going to suck out their life force or kill them, one or the other. And this guy has fully enchanted items, so his weapon isn't that great. Neither of the guys that are using bows have truly awesome weapons. I mean, I have that +5 longbow, it's okay, but physical magic weapons are not even worth improving, in my opinion. The reason is that storm and life blast weapons are far more effective. So that's what you're shooting for anyway, is that once everyone has all those types of weapons, physical magic pales in comparison to either of those other two weapon types. So even if it's a great weapon bonus for like a physical magic weapon, we're gonna skip it. So and what was he improving? I'll probably improve close combat and scan eventually for this guy. Get it up to 150. and not much difference with this character. Um, yeah, I'll probably improve scan and close combat again for him. And this guy's starting to improve his skills up to 200. So his weapon skill is 200 with spear. He's the guy that's using the spear in our party. So I decided, yeah, might as well go for 200. I know I trained some other characters with spear. I probably it's 40 experience. It's kind of a lost experience for those guys that trained on it, but um, it still might be handy later on. So, well, actually, it will be handy later on because the spear skills is pretty useful as far as weapon skill. The main reason for that is in the sequel, Eternal Dagger. There are a couple pretty darn good spears in the game. There's one towards the very end of the game that's really, really good, but our goal is to have probably a couple of guys that can use it. So, and I decided to do some cleanup in the end. Not literally, but I had a lot of stuff that was taking up space, so I decided to get rid of it. A lot of this +1 stuff is like, well, I could save it, but I decided I'm not going to bother. The main reason is because I don't really want to enchant anything that's +1. It takes another game day to do it, so I'd rather just work with +2 or +3 items, or higher, of course, would be my preference. So, uh, obviously, once I get 16 strength, I can use this weapon for my crossbow guy. That storm heavy crossbow, so I'll probably switch over to that unless there's something a lot better. So, is this party powerful enough to finish the game? No, not quite, but we're getting more powerful as we progress. So, once everyone has uh, the strength that they need, and dexterity 20, and 55 life, and their weapon skills at minimum, weapon skills at the 200, I'll see where everyone is at that point and what game day it is. So, uh, their next, the actual next game update will be game day 100, and we'll see how much has changed in 25 game days. I'm not expecting much difference. I may actually have those first 3 dungeons around that time. I'm not going to rush it. I'm more concerned about getting that third character up to 16 dexterity, so I will probably do the dungeons somewhere between game day 100 and 125 is what I'm thinking anyway, but we'll see how it goes, and that is my plan for the this party. So I will talk to you then on the next game update. And thanks so much for all the comments, and I'll look forward to talking to you then.